Welcome my fellow Quest heads and VR nerds, I'm Rex, this is Eyes on VR, where I take a look at every VR game I can get these controller-loving hands on, but I always prioritise VR shooters. I also take a look at gun stocks and real-life accessories as well. Now normally every Sunday I come at you with a full in-depth game review, but I've already done that this week on the amazing port by Dr. Beef and his team of Doom 3 onto the Oculus Quest and the Oculus Quest 2, which you can check out right here. Today I'm going to talk to you about one of the most exciting tech innovations for VR that has just come about this past week that is very, very exciting for all of us. I'm going to talk to you about some new games coming out very, very soon, some updates for games that have already come out. And right at the end of the video, I'm also going to talk to you about what's coming up specifically on the channel, and also a massive thank you from me to everybody who's watching. So the first bit of good news is Pavlov on the PC now has had its massive, long-awaited World War II update, including 18 new guns, character models, and tanks. And I tell you now, this is very, very fun. You have to manually reload the tank cannons in VR, and that is a feeling that you can't get anywhere else. This has breathed a whole new life into Pavlov. Not that it wasn't popular anyway, but this has taken it to a whole new level. If you have not tried this, I highly recommend that you do. Unfortunately, this update is not available for Pavlov's Shack on the Oculus Quest systems just yet. Pavlov's Shack is still in beta anyway, so I don't think the Quest systems will be seeing this update for a long time. But whilst the Quest doesn't have Pavlov World War II, it is getting one of the PC greats, and that is GORN. GORN has officially been given a release date of the 28th of January on all the Oculus Quest systems. At the time of recording this video, that is only a week or so away, so you'll better get ready for a fun enemy stabbing, blood soaking, dismembering fun time, because I will see you in that arena, because I've been looking forward to this game for ages. Onward as well, across all systems, has had a massive update in the new version 1.8.7. The primary focus of this patch is the audio improvements, but there is also the great introduction of a new map, finally. Well, when I say new map, they've reintroduced the Snow Peak map. But of course, because this is Onward, there's plenty of bug fixes involved here as well. Some of the new audio improvements include, but are not limited to, more immersive footstep sounds, higher quality voice chat, better environmental sounds. You can now adjust independently the sounds for gunshots and voices, and you can also have audio presets as well. Now, as I said, they've brought back the Snow Peak map, which is great because this really is made for long range combat. All the snipers are going to be coming out here. You can of course have it in day and night as well. Smoke grenades have also been reworked just to make them a little more predictable in use in gameplay, just to make your lives a little bit easier, and having them harder to see through as well. And speaking of smoke grenades being harder to see through, they finally corrected that very annoying bug when you use a scope on smoke in the map and it completely blocks out your scope. They have fixed that finally. There's also a whole lot of other fixes here too that I mentioned before, but if you want to check the full changelog, head to the link in the description. There's also some interesting Quest 2 news as well, and that is that 7 weeks after the Quest 2 launched, it surpassed all the sales the Oculus Quest 1 had already made. And you have to realize that the Oculus Quest 1 had been around since March 2019. All the marketing for the Quest 2 and the supposed leaks have really paid off. And regardless of its Facebook status, this headset is becoming one of the best-selling headsets out there. Not only for its standalone capability, but also to be used with PC VR via Link. But let's be honest, it's selling so well because of that wire-free experience. So many people find it hard to go back to a wired headset after using the Quest, even just for a little bit. Being free of that restriction, it makes all the difference. And whilst it can be done wirelessly using a Quest 2 with PC VR, there's quite a lot of variables there to make that happen and to make it happen smoothly. But regardless, congrats to the Quest 2 because it's an amazing system, I can't deny it. Also this week, the CES Customer Electronics Show in Vegas has got underway. It's normally in Vegas, should I say, but now it's all digital this year, as is absolutely everything. Now this is where big companies show off their new tech and what they're working on for the next year. Think of it as E3, but for tech. VR tech is stealing the show here more and more in the last few years, but I want to mention one thing specifically, and that is the amazing Sense Glove Nova. There's no need for controllers here. A Dutch startup company has announced these amazing gloves that might do away with controllers in the next few years. And when I say coming years and not right now, I'll get to that in a second because it'll all start to make sense. Now these gloves have haptic feedback, force feedback, but most importantly and excitingly, they have force or friction brakes on them. And basically this is on each finger, which is done using like these very strong strings that are able to provide 20 newtons of force, which means that if you grab something in a game, they'll go tight and give the resistance against what you're grabbing to feel like you are holding something in your hand. No longer do you use hand tracking, say on the Quest, and have to close your fist even though the hand in the game is holding on to something and you just don't feel it. Basically the strings are there to emulate tendons in your hand, and that's kind of the breakthrough that VR needs to up its immersion even further if you ask me. But like I said, this will make changes in the coming years, but not immediately. And when I say that, that's because these things cost $5,000 and they are also marketed as only for professional training only. So it's not even for the average consumer yet, but this is how everything great starts. It starts real expensive and not for the public, but then it comes down in price and then it's for the consumer. So I feel like it's only a matter of time before we see these amazing things. And also you have to understand other VR manufacturers of headsets are seeing this, and if they're not already on it, they're about to be. Now, Doom 3's release for the Oculus Quest systems was this week, and it was a great success. And it's only been a week, but Dr. Beef and his team have already released 2 patches to fix various things around the game. One of the big issues I had, and other people did as well, was the locomotion settings, where when you're moving in the direction of your head, as it should be, if you stop, turn in real life, and then press forward to carry on in that direction, you don't. You go in a completely opposite direction that makes no sense whatsoever. But that is fixed now, and the game is so much smoother and better for it if you are using locomotion settings where you follow your head and not your offhand. People have also been getting their hands on compatible HD texture packs as well. I have tried one recommended to me by a great subscriber, Vader's Dark Side. What's up, my friend? So shout out to him for that, because this pack is 7 gigs, which is actually way bigger than the full game size on the Quest. But I have to admit, it does make a big difference. The difference to the character models and the gun skins are here and there. There are improvements, but I'm not amazed. But when it comes to world textures, absolutely. All the screens are much clearer. All the PDAs are much clearer. Posters, wall textures, floor textures. The world textures are massively improved. And to be honest, that's all the difference I needed to up this game a little bit graphically. It looks amazing for a native Quest and Quest 2 game without a doubt, but this just gives it even more. And it's well worth it. There is another texture pack out there as well that's 15 gigabyte, but I have not tried that one, so I can't speak to its validity. Now that's pretty exciting stuff. But speaking of exciting stuff, I'm going to let you know what's coming up on the channel. I have a full in-depth look at contractors coming to the channel. I already did one when it was in beta on SideQuest. You can see that here if you want. But now it is a fully paid release on the Oculus Store with lots of stuff added, from working scopes, a new hub area, co-op missions, and so much more. World War II stuff, so much more. And I'm going to go into absolutely all of it. So look forward to that, because that will be coming very soon. I'm taking a look at a new gun stock as well. I was going to release a review for that quite soon after I got it, because I got it a couple of days ago, but it's not fair to just spend a couple of days with something and then just push out a review. So I'm going to spend at least another week with it, getting used to it, getting to know it a bit better before I put out a review for you guys, because I want it to be the most honest and proper review that I can give to you guys, good or bad. Also, the public multiplayer for AIM XR is imminent for release, so get very excited about that. I did a video about AIM XR on how great the guns are, how they look, the sounds, the levels, the enemies, everything that you can check out right here. And when the public multiplayer goes live, the very same day, my video on the multiplayer will also go live, which you can check out right here when it's out. It's great. It's the high quality that you got from AIM XR when it was single player, but just even more fun with real life people. So I will have a video for that the day the public multiplayer goes live. If it's already out, go check it out right now. And now it's time for me to put my hands together for you guys and say thank you. The channel just recently passed 1,000 subscribers, which I cannot believe. But here we are. I didn't think I'd get past 10 subscribers, and now we're over 1,000, which is madness. But, you know, more importantly, I want to say thank you to everyone that comes through the channel. Whether you just come and watch one video and then you go your separate way forever, I appreciate that view. But people who stick around, watch the videos regularly, people who are subscribed, and all those regulars I see in the comments section as well, thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate that so much as well. I I never thought anyone would be interested, and I'm just glad you enjoy the content. That's what I'm trying to do, is just give you guys good content to watch, you know. I've been lucky enough, if you've noticed already, there are adverts on the channel now, which means I've been monetized, which is also absolutely beyond me. A lot of people don't get that opportunity when they've had a channel for a long time. So, you know, I really appreciate that. And don't get me wrong, it's less than pennies right now, but I couldn't be more grateful for that. I'm not a man that has money, comes from money, or anything like that. So, you know, to have something extra, even if it is less than pennies, is great. One day in the future, it's not going to be for a long time, but one day in the future, I want to do a giveaway for people on the channel, just to say thank you for coming, watching, and even just getting us this far. There's a lot of umming and ahhing going on here because I'm just doing this off the cuff here. So that's it. Just thank you. Thank you. I'm going to try and keep improving the channel, keep moving forward. People in the comments section, lots of you say this channel will make it big one day, and I'm certainly not holding my breath for that. But, you know, who knows what the future holds. I'm excited to see the journey that we go on together. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm getting all emotional. That's enough of that. I have been Rex. This is Eyes on VR. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe as well.